Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for August 11th, 2026. We've got an Allies Kingdom today, and for trashing we have just student. Okay. For draw we've got hunter. That's it? Ooh. All right. For plus actions, specialist and contract. Technically, Lich can be actions and draw, but that's not something that you can do too much with. And then gains. Galleria is the only plus buy, and it's contingent on gaining a card costing 3 or 4. There's Woodworkers Guild, favors from student or guild master that or underling that can turn actions into other actions. Swap, which isn't net gains but can also turn actions into other actions. Specialist can gain actions or treasures. Conjurer can gain cheap stuff. So there are some gains here, but it's somewhat limited. I think I missed contract as another source of favors. Having 4 different liaisons, even for an all allies kingdom, is a little crazy. It's too bad there's not an ally that would make that like do something. Because Woodworkers Guild, you can only use once per turn anyway. Anyway, other things of note here, I guess Barbarian. And that does make Lich potentially relevant as a way to get back cards that get trashed by Barbarian. Or to snipe cards that get trashed by Barbarian, for that matter. That could be a use, like, for Woodworkers Guild favors, too. Like, if you don't want to get a second student, you use student trash. Like your... Like, I don't know, Barbarian turns whatever into a curse. And then you student trash the curse, and then Woodworkers trash the Lich, that sort of thing. Anyway, so how do we want to open here? Probably student courier. We're definitely going to want to open with student. We're definitely going to want to trash with students. And yeah, we're going to want to get all the hunters that we can, since that's the only draw. For... We could consider getting a second student. I don't really love that, though. We could just get another courier as well. Yeah, why not? Okay, so if we trash copper here, top deck student, we play courier, we discard student. We play courier, we discard the next card, and then we play student. And have 1, 2, 3, not that much money. If we student trash a state, we do hit 5. I think that's better. don't think... I don't think I want to conjure. I think I just want a 5. And then the question is, do we just take Hunter, or do we take... not that? Hmm. Courier is a reasonable target for swap. And swap out of that into more hunters. I don't know if our odds of lining it up right now are good enough to justify that. Do we start with one hunter and then get swap a little later? Okay, so again, we could top deck student here and then know that we're going to draw it. The advantage of that is we know if we don't see a courier in our top 3 cards, then like drawing the student is kind of free. The downside is, again, that we might not have very much money, but I mean, it's not necessarily free because we might like reaching an extra card might find us the other estate, might be the difference between finding the courier or not. We also just like cycle more. I guess the other thing is if we find a courier, then we can do the top deck the student and play it thing if we want to. Yeah, I think I'll just play the hunter. Well, okay. And I will just trash an estate and get an underling. I don't really care about underling, but it's a swap target. It's a woodworkers guild target, so it's fine. All right, we might as well do that. And take, I think, a swap. And then Conjurer is here, so I'll grab one of those. Did we see the estate last turn? I think we must have. Which means we would want to play underling first. Ugh. Well, you want to rotate this again? You know, I'm not going to get a Conjurer this turn, so I guess so. Okay. Let's swap Courier for Hunter. Trash. There's already a courier in the trash. And the bot student? Wait, what? When had that happen? Well, okay. In that case, I'll rotate. Trash estate. Well, maybe we should trash Copper here. We're not buying anything anyway. Yeah. Conjurer, Courier, and I think I will go ahead and take a Lich. We do need to get a specialist. Do we want to trash Lich here? Or do we want to trash Copper? I mean, I want to get a specialist, right? So if I trash Copper, I won't be able to do that. So I think I'm going to take the Lich. Mind if the bot gets back to student? Maybe not too much. We do have favors. I think I would rather guarantee that I get to keep the Conjurer in hand. We could maybe use a second student at this point. Another specialist. And yeah, we're not buying anything. All right, let's Courier to play. I mean, I guess we might as well play the other Courier. Ball's in the trash. I think what I want to do is trash Copper with Student and trash Lich with Woodworkers Guild, like I was talking about earlier. Well, but we could just play Underling or Specialist or something. Swap. Let's play Swap. Okay, that didn't really do anything, but that's fine. Oh. Okay. Right. So we could trash a Copper with Student, or we could trigger a Shuffle. We have a Hunter on top, so I think I'm going to play the Hunter. All right. I'll take the Student. Get a Copper Trash in. Get an Underling. Trash the Lich. Gain a Courier. Gain another Hunter, probably. It could also be Specialist, but I think Hunter. And we don't have any plus buy right now. We get some of that. There's also Barbarian to consider. I think I'm actually going to get a Barbarian. Well, or we could just get another deck control card. Yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it? And then let's just get another hunter. Okay. So specialist, specialist, hunter. Courier, Sterling, courier, hunter. We could pick up the courier and then use that to play the hunter, I suppose. Also kind of want the underling for swap purposes. Well, I take this. Do that. Wait, do I only have one? Oh, no, I have two specialists, but I played them both. That's right. Okay. Okay. So now we swap. Maybe we don't need this second student after all. Although, if we don't need a favor from underling, I guess we might as well swap that. I think I want barbarian. Okay, that didn't really do much, unfortunately. Go ahead and take that. That. And I am going to get a province here, so I'm going to have a points lead. Should I be at all concerned about the bot piling? Maybe I get another swap. That seems like a decent target. Okay. I guess I'd pick up the underling and courier the swap. Well, I think I still want to do that. Okay. Let's take another specialist, I think. Courier. Take the courier again? Hmm. Uh, yeah, I guess we take courier. Courier playing hunter. I think this time I want specialist, and then we specialist the courier to play. Didn't I have a hunter down there? I'm confused. Oh, let's swap. Return student for one more swap. Excuse me. Could also be Galleria. I'll take a swap. Okay, that's fine. I did want to play that eventually. Yeah, I'll take the underling and swap it. Be for a hunter. The hunter is drawing a whole lot here. Okay. Okay, we can just hit province, which is what we wanted to do. Maybe we gain a silver with the conjurer rather than underling. Let's play this. Dun 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 dun. The top deck the student again, which is annoying, but I guess it's fine. Make another courier and another swap. Okay. Now maybe I can win. 2 underlings, 2 estates, and a duchy. Swap. Swap student for it. It'd be good to like play student, rotate, and then be able to gain more conjurers, but probably not gonna happen. So let's just do that. So we could also empty on like hunters and underlings and buy a province potentially. I'm just thinking like gaining a hunter here for draw purposes seems useful anyway. All right. We picked the hunter. We gain a copy. I think so. Courier. Hunter. Courier. Specialist. Hunter. The courier, I guess. I think I'm gonna play again. We want a specialist courier. We can do that by couriering into specialist to play courier. So I guess I'll pick up the courier. We do need to, if we're not going to empty on estates, we do need to get to province. So, well, maybe we could lower underlings by 1, double play conjurer, take like underling estate and get a duchy and a woodworker for another underling is the plan. It could also be woodworker for the hunter, last hunter. Okay, so courier. A specialist to play courier. Playing barbarian, I suppose. That way we know we can hit province. And hunter. Okay. One problem, I think we used all of our specialists. I might have screwed this up a little bit. You'd swap. Swap to specialist. And then we specialist conjure to gain 2 underlings. We do hunter, we pick up lich. There's a bunch of ways to do this, really, but I guess we might as well take the estates, actually. Take another estate, the hunter, and we don't even need VP, but we can get some. Yeah, that was a weird one. Wait, the bot only had 3 specialists? I guess the specialist pile never got all that low. I definitely did not have enough stuff in my deck, like, to make the hunter draw good. Because I was, like, trashing copper and estate, but I wasn't really replacing it with higher value green or yellow cards. Which, yeah, I probably could have done better with that. The barbarian thing never really did a whole lot either. I was thinking, like, I'll snipe some of their higher value cards with barbarian, and then I'll gain them with lich. But, you know, I mean, I guess the bot didn't actually have that many cards that I would have specifically, like, hunter, specialist, like maybe Galleria, but the odds of hitting those weren't that high anyway. The bot was just, like, pile spamming as it often does. Without accounting, I guess, for the fact that, like, I could swap back into those piles and keep them from entering. Not that the bot, like, would have been able to quite empty piles even if I hadn't done that, but it was like estates were still at 2, you know, so even if underlings had been empty, would have still not been enough. But yeah, I don't know. That didn't seem like a great approach to me. I mean, it did get a province, but yeah. Weird one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.